Christopher John Cordova. Okay. Oh, so he goes into video and get people sued. So
they know exactly the buttons to push and how far to push the boundaries.
They bait them. And as soon as I saw this call, I'm assuming that's what this was a baiting.
He's been very rude to everybody when we asked him to leave. Disrupting business big time. Taking the camera into the window and yelling at them.
I don't know who he is. Can we make him produce ID?
They want the confrontation with us so they can live stream it, they can get more views.
Our safety is at risk.
Yep.
Everyone in the front area is at risk.
Yep, just like ours. I mean, there's no difference at the police station.
Hey guys, I finally got a hold of the body-worn camera footage from School District 11, and just as I suspected, we have another cop who hates freedom. If you're scared of the water, don't become a lifeguard. If you dislike the outdoors, don't become a park ranger. And if you hate the Constitution, don't become a police officer and swear an oath to defend it. Now, although Officer Mielke technically did protect my right to record in a public building, he hated the fact that he had to do it. And it's evident by the fact that he called me annoying and told the employees that I was just there to bait them. We don't need LEOs like Officer Mielke out there who exacerbates the fear of a camera when he easily could have eliminated the fear of a camera or at the very least reduced the fear of a camera. How about we don't fear freedom? And how about we don't encourage others to fear freedom? Luckily, we had Officer Wright on scene who did an outstanding job of honoring his oath and maintaining his professionalism, not only with me, but with the employees by not talking trash about me the entire time behind closed doors.
I was in the military and all that stuff, so I'm a believer in the Constitution and, protecting everybody's, constitutional rights, man. And that's what you're here doing, and I'm here to make sure you can be able to do that and do it safely, okay?
If you didn't see the first video of this interaction, I made a playlist called School District 11, so you can easily find it and get the full story, because the video you're currently watching is body cams only. A lot of people liked it. It's one of my favorites and one of the most popular on my channel. So let's check out the teasers.
do you have some ID?
So you have authority to demand ID from members of the public?
Yes, I do. Sir, I need to see your ID. Do you have ID? I need to see your ID or you need
You're nobody to me to demand ID from me, man. You're a security guard.
I asked you for an ID.
Can you explain to Mr. Security Guard here that he can't demand ID from a free member of the public?
So yeah, you were correct. This is a government facility, okay? You do have the right to be here.
Never seen it.
There's a message on here for you. Ready?
Hey, dirty little pigs. Step back, take that walk of shame, get out of here. You ready, bud? And that's the reason we stopped you today.
Alright guys, we're about to jump into the video, but real quick, I want to let you know that if you're following me on my old DMA Facebook page, you should follow me on my new one because the old one is inactive. Also, if you want to support the DMA channel, you can join my memberships. Starts at only $2.99 a month and you get a lot of cool extra perks. I'll leave the link to my memberships and the Facebook page in the description. Alright guys, enough talk. Let's get to the video.
Yeah, we copy. Is this the main office right here?
Yep.
All right.
Standing right in the foyer there.
Okay. Cool. Afternoon. How's it going? Ooh. Hey, how's it going, sir?
Hey, good. How are you?
Not too shabby. So just trying to figure out what's going on, man.
Can you give me your name and badge number, please?
Officer Wright, 6836.
Your business card?
I do. I'll give it to you here in just a second, man. Just trying to figure out what's going on. They called us, and we're just here, man, just trying to figure out what the story is, man.
Hey, can I get your badge number, sir?
3822.
Name?
Officer Mielke.
Yeah, so, I'm just here. This is open to the public. I actually had business here, so I came in, I had a couple conversations with the bus driver when I first came in. We were talking, and I had another conversation with another bus driver. A lot of people coming in and out, really friendly. Everyone behind the desk over here has been extremely combative. I've been nothing but nice. I'm trying to request information, they're ignoring me, telling me I don't have I need permission to record, stuff like that. So I did my research, this is public, this security guard here is trying to tell me this is private property, and then he told me that the school district owns it. So that's obviously public property. This area is open to the public. I'm not trying to go into the restricted area or back here where we have key cards. I mean, this is clearly a public lobby. I came in here to request public information, being nothing but friendly, and this guy right here is demanding ID from me. Okay. Not even you can get ID from me. CRS 16-3-103.
You don't have to quote CRS to me, man.
Okay, but I'm just like,
I appreciate it, though.
He can demand ID from me like it's Nazi Germany. So that's it, man. I'm here as an independent citizen journalist, and I came to gather some content for a story, also get some public information here from these guys, which they're completely ignoring me and they call the police on me. So that's it. I just wanted to conduct my business. I was telling this guy I probably had already been gone by now. If they would have just, serviced me, I'd be out of here. I've already been here now for 50 minutes.
Yeah, I've never been here before, so I don't know what property it belongs to, so I'd have to figure that out. I mean, it's public lobby. I don't see you have a problem with you being here, but I don't know. I have to talk to this guy and figure out if this is government property or private property or what it is. Because like I said, I've never been here before, so I'm going to educate myself too.
Okay. No, it's not private. Private would be like a private owner, like McDonald's, or Walmart. So it's public property, but it's open to the public. You just said this is a lobby.
Right.
There's no secured access.
No,
right?
I got you.
The gate's wide open. It says visitor parking there. So again, this is the restricted area. Now, if I go back there, then I can trespass, because that's clearly not. That's a secured area. So.
Okay.
But this guy right here has been acting like I got a rifle and I'm trying to jump in there, slamming the door shut, telling all the employees not to come over here.
So you're researching the story and you're here to try to get some public information for something.
Correct.
Did I read that? Did I understand that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't have to tell me what story it is. I don't need to know, man.
Okay.
Who do you work for?
I work for myself.
Okay. You said some media company. That's why I was asking. Do you work for a media company?
I'm
independent.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. I'm just trying to understand the whole story, man.
Gotcha.
So you come here to request public information? I don't know if they do that here.
Yeah, and they should. I mean, this is public lobby, so.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know what information they can give you here. I have no idea, man.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking. Because I don't know. Like I said, I've never been to this facility before, so I'm not familiar with anybody or anything here. I just know this is where they park buses. And I just learned that as soon as I drove up. So I don't know what public information they might be able to have here to give you. So that was my question. I don't know what.
Well, initially I came in to ask some questions, but like I said, they were completely ignoring me and being rude. They were yelling. I could show you the footage of how extremely rude and unprofessional they were just because I had a camera in here. So now my business is pretty much conducted, but I do need to get their names. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to give them to me, so I just need like a public request, public information request form.
Well,
so
I don't carry those around, man. I don't have any of those.
Right, I need them to do their job and service the public and give me information so that I can do a public records request on their names and salaries.
Got you.
And then once they give me the information to do that.
And that's just, you want them to give you the public request, or records request.
Well, they could either just give me their names, or they could give me the information to do the request, and then my business is conducted. At that point, I will peacefully leave out of here.
Okay. Well, let me talk to these guys for a second, man. Just trying to work through all the dynamics of it and everything, all right?
Understood.
You good here, man?
I'm good.
All right, give me a second. We'll talk to this gentleman outside here.
Hey.
Okay, so. Okay, all right. I'll find out. All right, bye.
Hey. Hi.
How are you?
Doing okay.
He's live streaming.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he say why he was here?
No, he won't say anything. He's been very rude to everybody when we asked him to leave. And he says, "Oh, I can be here because this is considered a public space."
So technically, that's what I was just talking. I just got off the phone with the supervisor.
Right.
Kind of in agreement because state-run, it's government facility building. Lobby, public access, come and go. And during business hours, it looks like, right? Because off business hours, the gates close and it's shut down.
Right.
So technically, he can be in the lobby as long as he's not interfering with business. people
He's
coming and
slightly
going.
disrupting. But
Yeah.
He's disrupting business big time.
Yeah. Is he engaging with anyone, or?
Yeah,
is it-
he has been with sticking the camera into the window and,
Yeah.
and yelling at them.
So we can tell him that he can, if he wants to film in there, he can film in there. He's looking for a confrontation. That's what he's looking
because
for.
that's why he's live streaming.
Yeah, he's looking for a
do
confrontation.
we know anything about this guy? I don't know who he is. Can we make him produce ID?
Not unless we're going to charge him, unless we have a reasonable suspicion of a crime. So right now, he's allowed to be there. These guys they push the limit boundaries.
They want the confrontation.
They want the confrontation. They want it. They show up in our lobbies all the time. I mean, government building.
Now, if he forces his way in
He
here,
can't.
this is a locked
So this is
entrance.
locked, and he knows that. These guys are very savvy with what they know, and then he's pushing the boundaries. He's looking for, just to tell the office staff, don't feed into it. He's looking for that confrontation.
But
I think
about
he'll.
him sticking the,
No, so we'll tell
We
him.
have
the
work
camera
to
in
do
there.
so they don't record.
Yeah, we'll tell him that he can't stick the
because
camera.
he's blocking their access, and as far as getting up and getting their
Yeah.
stuff done here.
Yeah. So as long as he doesn't, we're gonna warn him. He can't stick it
Well, and
inside
then
the window.
What about people saying you can't film?
There's nothing because
Okay.
it's public.
Okay.
There's no expectation of privacy in a public.
So if I trip and he falls down?
Well, don't because he's live streaming.
So if I trip and he falls down?
Well, don't because he's live streaming, and then we have to
Well,
review
but
the
his
video.
camera won't move.
Yeah.
Don't say anything else.
itching.
Yeah.
Because then it's,
Yeah. These guys know.
I know.
They're
It's
baiting you.
just-
I know it's irritating.
Why is it? But I mean,
Yeah.
why do they do this? What's
I
the
don't.
reasoning?
I don't know if it's a transportation issue that they're upset about. Who knows?
They could be looking for a confrontation with us because they go here and then they're looking for us
I see.
to push.
To
So
push the-
I think once they realize we leave, and he might get bored and then leave.
Yeah.
So that could be it too. But we'll tell him during business hours, you can be in here, you can't interfere with.
But let me
Business.
tell you, those gates are locked.
Yeah, after business hours,
No, those gates, tomorrow, those gates are gonna be
Yeah.
closed. And you have to be an employee of this to access.
yep, so that's the other thing. So if that's your common practice, if that you guys are locking gates now and stuff like that, then he can't, there's no more expectation this is a public space, then that's it. There has to be a gate access, key card, stuff like that, then he loses that expectation to come on property. Then it'd be private property, yep, and he can't enter it without proper ID and stuff. So then it'd be a trespassing, but right now, since the gates are open, this is a public space, government ran building, state, all that, and he's staying in the lobby, that's, he's allowed to do it.
I'm gonna talk to Mike and I'm gonna call Dave out.
Yeah,
and say,
if do the other employees have like a back entrance they can
Yeah, we
use
have lots of ways to get out of here. They're all key card
to
controlled.
come in? Yeah, as long as he doesn't come in through this building, this door.
Well, and that's what I've been directing bus drivers to go around at that point.
Yeah.
I've never been here before. I didn't even know this was here.
So basically what this is our transportation division.
Okay.
I guess he come in onto the property with the cameras, was just filming and everything else.
Okay.
I'm sure we treat this just like we do our schools. You are not allowed to be filming on district property.
Okay. So I would need to know more than what I'm sure we do.
Let me get a hold of our public.
Because I understand what your reasoning is. However, I mean, this is just, it's a bus yard. At the end of the day, it's not actually a school. So I don't know how we would look at that. I don't know, is this private properties, government property because it belongs to the school district? That's kind of what I got to figure out.
That's why I'm
Private property, then I can be like, you can't be here. But
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's a government, since it belongs to the school district.
correct. Because we do run
yeah.
the government plates and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
and there's visitor parking, come in the public lobby. How he was acting after that, I can't attest to that.
Correct.
I can't force them to give him any information.
Right.
So I don't know what he's talking about, a public records request. I have no idea what that is.
Because all they're going to have out here is just the transportation part of
Yeah.
our children.
Yeah, okay. And these guys that are inside the door, that's the ones who actually run the facility, the one the other officer's talking
The lady
to.
that's standing on the inside.
Never stops.
She's the head
man.
Right. She's the head honcho.
Okay.
Still haven't scared as Mike. Christopher John Cordova. Okay. Oh, so he goes into video and get people sued. So basically what we're looking at is this being open to the public. He was just in the lobby.
We go in and talk to these guys over here.
I know, it's weird. It's bizarre. I
But my
don't,
thing is, what do you want out of all that?
either attention. They look for attention. They want the confrontation with us so they can live stream it. They can get more views.
Live stream comments and stuff. Right?
Yeah, he can get more views on his channel or whatever he has. There's a couple that we've been dealing with, like,
This is what I'm talking about. He's impeding them being able to get up to the window and use their box and go into their, he was standing right there.
yeah, they can get right up to the window as long as he doesn't cross that plane. And I'm
But
thinking he
he's
knows
disrupting
that.
day-to-day business though. Because there's a bus driver came in and he wouldn't move from there because one of the ladies was saying.
Well, I'll talk to him about disrupting business. If somebody needs to get to the window, he can't.
So Mike Gall is telling me Palmer's having the same thing.
So
Palmer's having an issue too.
this is a TikTok bullshit thing is what it is.
Yeah, it's something. Man. Who knows what these guys.
Yeah, by the way, can you look at room
Thanks.
304E?
A lot of times it gets into on YouTube.
Hot
and
tile
stuff.
underneath at Saban?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's just. I don't know.
You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing is, you know, it what really, I guess, is chaps my ass more than anything is the fact that this is happening in our own damn country, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I figured these guys got something better to be doing with their time, but
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. So this
All
is
right,
what they want.
So I'm gonna talk to Steve Allison,
Yeah.
and ask if we start closing gates,
Okay.
then you have to have an ID to enter into the premises.
Yeah, then it becomes no expectation. This is no longer a public access building.
Okay.
And then
And
this
I'm
would
gonna
be-
ask Dave that, and if that's agreed to, then I'll talk to Mike and CJ and the others to say, sorry, food service, warehouse, we gotta lock it down for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, and then, yeah, if you set up no trespassing signs on the gates, so people know can't trespass, gate access or card key access only, stuff like that, that tells them, that gets the idea.
I'm gonna go in, tell them nothing good.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I'm trying to get everything, all the information, man. So let me talk to these guys real quick and I'll be right back out with you, okay?
Okay. Yeah, we kind of, so he knows what the boundaries are.
Yeah. I mean, he came in the lot, parked in visitor parking, and it's in the lobby, it's kind of open. to the
I
public.
kind of explained to these guys, it's government.
And that's what I was explaining to the security guards out there.
Yeah.
This is government property.
As long as
He
he's
can
not
access.
impeding, so we just got warned him, they don't want him impeding business, other drivers and stuff that come up to the window, he can't get in their way. If he wants to film, he can.
So he's saying his business is concluded, however, he wants their names and information, and I was like, well, I can't force that. He goes, well, then I want some sort of public information
Well, he can do
form
a
or
core
something.
request. He can,
Yeah.
it's online,
Okay.
through
Yeah,
the
these
website.
are employees, they're not
Yeah.
public servants, so,
Right.
yeah, he can get that through, yeah.
He can go.
Records request
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, did he give you any indication what his concern is? Is there a transportation
No,
concern?
he doesn't have to disclose
Do you
that if he
have a
doesn't
vote?
want to. No.
23, we're good for it.
I mean, technically, I can ask him for ID, but I can't require him to give it to me. So I don't even know who the guy is
Yeah,
at this
it's not
point.
even worth pushing.
Officer Wright is an exemplary example of how to handle this situation. He knows my name and didn't disclose it to these anti-American Karens and Darrens. If Mielke had been the one to speak with the security guard outside, he would have sang like a bird. Now, most of these employees probably know my name already, and if they don't, they'll know it after this video. But the point is, Officer Wright protected my personal information because I didn't commit a crime. The contrast in demeanor between Mielke and Wright is like night and day. Mielke, take notes from your colleague. In fact, with your thought process, turn in your gun and your badge and retire.
And it's not, I'm not going to push that issue
So
with
this
him.
is what I'm gonna ask Dave Allison, our security guy, is if we, because technically, you're not supposed to be in here unless you're invited an employee or a contractor.
Yeah.
We just keep those gates open for ease.
Yeah.
Tomorrow they will be closed, and
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good
ask
idea.
Dave.
Because then that
Allison.
changes the perception of whether or not
And
this
then
is
we're gonna
publicly
have,
accessed.
we're gonna get something put on the, so
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
can get in.
So, you can drive in through the gate and you see someone that says guest visitor parking, you go to that visitor parking, you walk into a lobby that's open.
So visitor
kinda-
parking, see, the problem with that is people who don't work here, visitors from downtown, they're
Yeah.
still employees.
I
know.
understand.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just saying,
semantics.
it's
I know,
the
it
perce-
is.
it's
You're
the
right.
perception of
Yeah,
it.
It is,
And-
it's a
and it
perception,
is-
you are
But
correct.
because it's a
Instead of push
government
that.
ran state
Yep,
facility, they have, just like our substations, fire departments.
Yeah.
um,
They can come
hot-
inside
yeah.
and stand inside of the
No,
lobby.
I just
go
wanna
wherever
know
they
what the
want.
boundaries are.
Well, not so much,
Well,
like I said, with the
right,
lobby.
within the
boundaries.
boundaries.
And these guys know that. They know
Yeah.
exactly the buttons to push and how far to push the boundaries. There's a couple others that we're dealing with, especially over here on the east side, that are really pushing some boundaries. It's very annoying. They show up on our, I don't know how they find us. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They know exactly
Where we are.
how to do it and what to do. They can sit in their car and yell
Well,
and
I will
scream.
let him know that as long as he's not impeding, he can stand here and film.
Yeah.
And I can't force anybody to give him their
No.
So
information.
what I can do is redirect employee traffic to come
Yep.
in,
Yep.
and they can get their keys from over here, and they don't have to have contact with this.
That's
The
what I'd
door's
recommend.
closed, and that's how we're gonna finish the day.
And hopefully, when he leaves, I will go out and shut the gates.
Yep.
Okay? All right.
So is this happening over at another school?
All right, sorry. All right, just trying to get all the information, man. So yeah, you were correct. This is a government facility, okay? You do have the right to be here because it's a public lobby. They just asked that maybe you not impede any of the business that's maybe going on here at the window or behind the glass. You can sit here and film and do what you got to do, man. I'm not trying to keep you from doing that. And they're not trying to keep you from doing that either, just as long as you don't impede with the business that's going on, okay? As far as requesting their information, I can't force that from them. They're not government employees like I am, like firefighters are, that kind of thing. They're just regular employees, so you can request that online for the Freedom of Information Act and get that information from somewhere online. I don't know where that is, but that's what I was advised by
I know
them.
where it is. I can do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
They're supposed to have a form out there because sometimes
I asked
people
about that
come in here
and-
They don't have internet access.
Yeah.
So the Freedom of Information Act, which is a federal law, actually
Mm-hmm.
states they have to have a physical form, or I could write it down on a piece of paper and turn it into them.
Yeah.
Actually, the way FOIA is written is that I only have to verbally give that request to a public employee, and the onus is on them.
Well, they're not
But I'm
public.
pretty sure they're gonna violate core laws, and they're not gonna abide by that.
They're not public employees like I am. Like I'm a
They're
public
paid a tax
employee.
dollar. No, you are a public employee, you are a law
Right.
enforcement officer.
They're
police
privately
officer.
hired employees.
No, they're not privately hired. Their
That's,
salary is up. I can
I'm
get-
just telling you that's what I've
This
been
guy's taking a
informed.
picture of me. I'm pretty sure in your policy, you're not supposed to be taking pictures of law-abiding citizens. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you were. So I'm gonna get that picture off your phone. CRS 18-8-114 is abuse of public record, so I'm letting you know. If you delete that, since you created a public record, that will be a misdemeanor crime. I'm gonna do a public records request as soon as I leave here.
Okay. So they said it's okay, they don't, whatever, do what you gotta do out here, but to not interfere with what's going on.
Right, and I was
Okay.
gonna address that.
Okay.
You know, I don't need the directives. Every time an individual came up to the window, I actually moved out of
Okay.
the way. I'm not impeding any.
I'm not saying you were, that's just their request.
Right, and
Okay?
this guy over here, cowboy, kept acting like I had a rifle, slamming the door, telling all the employees, "Don't come in this way." I've never even made an attempt to go over there, man. This is ridiculous. I'm sure you guys know what we're doing here, right? This is an employee conduct check, and you're doing a great job, but these employees are failing miserably, man.
Okay,
They don't need to be acting like
maybe
this.
they never had any contact like this before, and they maybe are kind of overwhelmed, they don't know what to do, man. I mean, we deal with this a lot, okay? Is that you or me?
Can you explain to Mr. Security Guard here that he can't demand ID from a free member of the public?
Okay, did he ask for it again?
Yeah, he asked me repeatedly, he needs to know what my
I'll let
business
him know.
is, he needs
And
to know my ID.
I actually told him that outside. I was like, hey, listen, this is because it's a bus yard, it's not considered part of the school, it's a government facility. Like if you're going to a school and doing this, it might have some other concerns. I mean, because it's
And I
kids.
would never do that.
And I'm not saying you would, but I had to explain to him that this was separate from the school because this is just where they park the buses. And it is a government facility. The gates were open. There is visitor parking. This lobby is open, and you have every right to be here. And he understood that. He's not a law. He's just a security guard, so he's not law enforcement or anything like that. So I will advise him again that just because you're in here, I can't request ID from you. I can ask you. If you say no, then that's the end of the story, right? And we understand that. So I'll make sure these guys understand that. And I don't know what the reasons are for requesting ID. You've been totally cool with me, and I appreciate that, man. Just trying to work through the situation, because like I said, I've never been here before.
No, that's cool, man. Hey, I want to tell you that I like to highlight good employees, and I'm not here to antagonize or create a situation like they were saying. He's here to start stuff. That's not true. And I do appreciate you honoring your oath and respecting my rights, man. That's awesome. And actually, I just literally got trespassed last week from a public space from Colorado Springs Police Department. So
We're at which station?
They're out of Gold Hill.
Okay. I can't. I'm out of Sand Creek.
It was a corporal that trespassed me out of there.
Yeah. So
is this happening over at another school?
Palmer, they said same thing's happening at Palmer High School, downtown.
Yeah.
Or similar thing.
Well,
I texted the
Yeah.
superintendent.
Downtown is very common. There's a few auditors that hang around downtown and try to goat the hot team, and the downtown officers that walk up and down the street, they try to go. I mean, they bait them. And as soon as I saw this call, I'm assuming that's what this was a baiting, trying to get us to come out
And be aggressive with them.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's doing, well, maybe it could be still, because they're trying to push the buttons at Palmer. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just gonna tell our superintendent, that
Yeah.
he's, right now is considered public domain,
Yep.
this lobby area.
Until
But
you start
I'm gonna start closing the gate.
closing the gates, and then it's no longer, because that
And-
perception goes away.
Yeah, and we're gonna put
No trespassing signs. Yep.
on the gate.
And then maybe card key access only, or something like that.
Well, we have key access.
Yeah.
Card key,
Yeah, but not everybody has a key,
Yeah, the only ones that don't are bus drivers, so.
but they have access when they're
Well,
in their
their back
bus,
gate,
because it's
yeah.
a weighted,
Well,
Yeah.
but they have, I think that back entrance. is
we'll
key
take care of
access.
that.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
It's a
done.
game. It's a chess game. You just
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
Right.
keep moving the
But we
pieces.
put everything up because we are having, homeless
Oh,
come
yeah.
in, get in the bus.
Oh, it's a
So-
huge problem.
But anyway, we just
Okay.
don't need that. It just, the start of school, there's a lot of ticked off parents.
Yeah.
So we don't know if this is gonna get into an anger issue. But, so I'm gonna go in and just tell
Okay.
them to, just don't engage.
Well, good luck, guys.
All right,
thank
thank
you.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate-
You-
We appreciate what you do.
You guys have a good day.
All right, you too. Thank
Create a
you.
public record, that would be a misdemeanor crime. I do all the time with my students.
Okay, so now it comes in with an M16 or a gun.
Well, it sounds like, that could be anywhere. He knows there.
Not public.
Well, it is to an extent, because it's open gate access. This is a state building. It's a lobby. They do this all the time at our substations, fire departments, hospital. I mean, anything government owned, state owned, that's not private businesses. So not like Best Buy. So you can't go into Best Buy just filming. They can ask you to leave because it's trespass. But because it's a government ran facility, state owned or whatever, he can come in the lobby as long as he's not impeding business, stuff like that. Film.
Well, honestly, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because our safety is at risk.
Yep.
Everyone in this front area is at risk.
Yep, just like ours. I mean, there's no difference at the police station lobby, And those guys, they know exactly what buttons to push and how far to push it. And he's within his rights to stay in the lobby. Right now, it sounds like the administrators are going to change the gates so they're always locked. Then that takes away that public's perception of this is you can come onto the property and stuff like that. Yeah, I know it's irritating, but that's what these guys want. They want to bait people into these types of confrontations with them.
That our society is coming.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was pounding them. Just
Yeah.
outside and threw his camera out in the street, and got to get around.
Yeah,
for it.
he could have, put his energy to something else, and
Right.
but instead, this is what he chooses to do, and this is what it is. But it sounds like he's getting ready to leave, anyways. I think he got re-energized since we're here now, and he wants to film us trying to bait us into a confrontation. But we're not going to. So we're going to leave, and hopefully then he gets bored, and then once no one else kind of interacts with him, he'll leave. He's looking. It's all about the likes on TikTok or whatever he's live streaming on. He's looking for live streaming stuff, likes and dislikes. So that's all it is. Guys, have a good day. Yeah.
So, we're out of Sand Creek, so we don't know anything that happens over there, man.
Which one are you
So-
guys?
Sand Creek.
Sand Creek, okay, this is my first interaction with you guys. I've had some interaction with Falcon Hill. I think it's Falcon Division.
Falcon.
They're great. I really like impressed with Falcon Division, so.
So, and you know, we're here because I'm a big believer. I was in the military and all that stuff, so I'm a believer in the Constitution and, you know, protecting everybody's, you know, constitutional rights, man. And that's what you're here doing, and I'm here to make sure you be able to do that and do it safely, okay?
Appreciate that.
I just, and I know you said, I just want to make sure we're on the same page, that just not interfering with what the business is going on here at the window, okay? Just make sure we're on the same page there. And I know we've gone over a couple times, so.
I've never done that, so
All right.
that's not needed, but I
Cool.
would like your
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
I'll shake your hand.
Yeah,
I do
all right.
appreciate that.
I was trying to get it out of my pocket here. That's my card right there.
Thank you.
Can you write the call for service number on there?
Yeah, that'd be
or-
awesome.
Okay.
Ready? Ready?
Yep.
340-359.
That's the call for service number there.
Mielke? Did I say that right? And just so you know, like I said, I like to highlight public employees. I will be filling out a commendation form for you.
All right. You don't have to do that, man. I
Hey,
appreciate
I
it.
like to do it, man. I like to do it. You know, after getting arrested and you know, cited for trespassing at a public place, and it's refreshing to know that there are some Colorado Springs
What's
police
the pin for the justice for?
Oh,
Who
this is justice for Timmy Henley, Westminster Police Department. Gunned him down, fired 15 rounds, shot him 11 times. He was unarmed.
Okay.
There was a lawsuit, they just settled.
When was that? I haven't heard about
It's
that.
been a few years.
Has it? Okay.
And both the police officers are still employed there.
Okay.
So but they settled too, so they basically are admitting that it was a murder and they're still employed. So that's why I wear this at all times.
I got you.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
So, any other questions for us, man?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Hey, I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, you guys
Have a good
are-
day.
you too.
Cool. Just brilliant. I don't know who this is. Officer Wright. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, bye. So, can't even force him to provide ID to us. So, we're just out here.
Okay.
Yep.
Appreciate you
That's
guys.
what
Yeah.
it is.
So, even situations like this, we can't force an ID. So, just future reference.
Can I get you guys' call?
Yeah, I'll give you one. Yep. I washed my vest this week, and all the pockets are tight now. You got the case car search number on there again.
Yeah.
And my thing is falling apart. You got it. I think you write it down on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
One North 25 on Finland.
North 25.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right, well, you guys have a good day.
Yeah. All right, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Okay.